Hello, instructors. Here is a final presentation for team number 2. Our topic is pre- and post-operative care instructions. This project is to develop a web application which provides patients with care instructions relating to procedures they have had or will have. As this is patient-facing, we follow professional design considerations. Everything needs to be logic, consistent with standard for web design. Any element that directly impacts the user experience was considered. The application fetches all procedures related to the patient, display both pre- and post-operative instructions, along with general information about the procedure. Also, the application should be scalable to implement instructions for additional procedures without modifying the code. All instructions are located from reputable medical resources by SNOMED code. Finally, the application should be bug-free. For demo purpose, we included 5 instruction sets: hernia repair, bone graft, biopsy, appendectomy, and coronary artery bypass graft. And we considered 10 SNOMED codes as shown here. Codes in orange boxes are parent codes, while those in yellow boxes are child codes. We use the Ruby on Rails as our web application framework. Bootstrap was used to develop the responsive, mobile-friendly front-end pages. We also used PostgreSQL as our back-end relational database management system. Docker is what we used for the setup of our developing environment.
Hello, welcome to Team 2's Team Sprint 10's final demo. We have a really hard time on deploying our Ruby on Rails app to Kubernetes, so we received permission from our TA that we can perform this demo locally. I have already spin up our server here, which will come to this space here. On this page, when I refresh it, as you can see, this will hit our login page, which is this page. Users can log in using their patient ID and date of birth, which the credentials can be found here on the link that is provided from our TA. The patient ID will be this ID, and the birthday will be here. Let's try with a wrong code first. For example, on the patient ID, if I type in wrong code, and I type in today's date, this should not be able to sign in and give an error message of, hey, no patients have been found. Let's say if I provide the correct patient ID, but now I will use a wrong date again. This should give the same message again because we don't want to let the users to know, hey, this patient ID exists, but the birthday is wrong, and keep testing the other birthday. Now I will provide with the correct birthday and patient ID. This would allow them to sign in. It should say, hey, login successfully now. On this page, we are able to see the patient's information here, which are consuming the API from this page. As you can see, the family name, the given name, and the birthday, also the gender here. User can have 3 actions here. They can view all their procedures, they can search in our medical library, they can also log out. Let's start off with the procedures. We have this code consumed by using this link, also provided by our TA again. For example, if I search this number here, or this code here, we should be able to find this code somewhere here. For this particular procedure, or for all the procedures, we have mapped them with a name and a code and with the instructions in our database as seed data. So we have a predefined code that are given by our TA, and we store them in our database. When we encounter the code, then our database will look at it and then return the instructions, just like here on the front end. For example, for this code, we should be able to see it on this page. and then we will map it and display the instructions here. For code that are not supported, for example, this one, we will just map the name from the API page and say this is not supported. So for this name, it should be exactly the same as shown here. If we go back to this page now and we can perform a search here. Let's say I want to know anything about biopsy. This will return search data from our database for all the procedures that have the word biopsy. So now the users can learn more about the instructions of different biopsies. Lastly, they can go to the main menu again. They can sign out, which will go back to this page. Something here is they will not be able to go to the show patient info because they are now logged out. They also cannot perform see the procedures again. They also would not be able to do the search because everything depends on their user authentication. When they log out, then they have to log in again to perform those actions. Lastly, I would like to show you the tests we have. These are all the tests we have, automation tests we have for doing the BDD. For example, for this one, we want to say, hey, we can see the welcome page when we hit this link. And then it should show success and be able to see this title here or this H2 tag here. It should not be able to log in if it is an incorrect information. So when we hit this page with a wrong code, then we should be able to see a no patients found. I will run all the tests here. We have around 10 tests here. And then this is now running our tests. As you can see, they all pass and have a green check. This is the end of our demo. Thank you for your time.
Team member contribution. There are only 4 members in our team. We worked together and contributed whatever we could in the 3 phases as shown here. In phase 1, Shuyan and Hui worked together to do the product research, user interface, and technical specifications. In phase 2, Shuyan and Hui focused on the front-end development. Jefferson and Xi mainly focused on the back-end development. Hui did the final front-end testing, and everybody in the team actually worked on the testing, debugging, and troubleshooting during the app development.
For our future plan, we may consider to scale up to include more procedures. We would like to connect reputable medical sources via API. Moreover, the communication channel between clinician and patients could be taken into account. By that saying, we may embed a message function or alert system. This is all about our team project. We appreciate Dr. Duke and all other TAs for providing us this amazing course. And we would like to especially thank Elizabeth for guiding us through this project, providing all those feedbacks and encouragements. Thank you so much.